One of the most frustrating styles of jiu-jitsu to go up against, especially when it's the guard passer, is somebody that isn't like necessarily super technical, but somebody that is just over the top, spazzy, athletic, won't stop moving. You could basically tell this person is guessing the whole time. Parkour! So when it comes to dealing with somebody who's super spazzy, the biggest thing we want to try to do is tie our opponent up. Now we could tie our opponent up in a couple different ways, whether we're using like double sleeve, whether we're using like a deep lasso, or even any kind of lasso variant. You can even look for something like single X. But the one thing that we really like to do is actually utilize the lapel guard, their gi, to tie him up and slow him down. Not quite like this. The best way I've found to actually deal with the spazzy guard passer, someone that's like super athletic, likes a lot of crazy movement, is to actually just use a simple cheat code, and it's utilizing the lapel. So I'm gonna show you guys the best way to start learning and playing with the actual lapels. I need you guys to know though that lapel guard is the weakest when the lapel is tied up inside of your belt. But once that lapel gets out, it's like getting a power boost, like you're getting power leveled in jiu-jitsu. So your guard retention is gonna go sky freaking high, and you're gonna go from a situation that annoying spazzy guard passer to the spazziness is actually gonna help you guys be able to connect to different guards, find submissions, and find sweeps. So what we're gonna do is that maybe after you're done with practice, after you're done sparring, get a training partner, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with the lapel in your actual hand. So most of the time, I always start with the lapel that's to my right. You could play both sides, it's fine. But the only thing I'm looking to do is trying to get a foot to the lapel. Because once I get a foot to the lapel, it's very easy to get the other one to the lapel as well. Now, if you notice here, if Doi tries to Toriano, let's say pass to one side, the lapel is gonna prevent him from getting chest to chest on me here. It's gonna be very easy for me to prevent the guard pass. If he tries to pass to the other side, my other foot is gonna catch here, and it's gonna prevent the guard pass. If he tries to pin my feet to the ground, my foot gets caught in the lapel, and it's gonna strain this guy's lower back big time. If he tries to push my feet above my head, my foot goes under the lapel, and look how I can prevent this here. What's crazy is whichever way he decides to try to pass, he's gonna give us an opportunity to exchange the grips and start to connect to a different lapel guard. The biggest goal that I want you guys to really focus on when we're playing this though, is just trying to connect to a lapel guard. If you can connect to a lapel guard, you're basically almost guaranteed a sweep, a wrestle up, and if you guys know the lapel zombie system, you're gonna find a submission. So what you're gonna do here, just like we said, feet are gonna be here. But you need to understand, if he passes the opposite lapel that we're controlling, he passes this way, it's not as strong as a retention, but it's still super strong. But notice where my foot is. If my foot is in the mid part of the lapel, go ahead and move your arm, and he tries to go chest to chest, see how it stops him? Because that fulcrum is in a very good spot. If though, it's closer to my hand, when he tries to go chest to chest, see how he can still get chest to chest. It's not gonna be as strong. So anytime if we get in a position like this, we're gonna need to find a way to get our foot from towards our hand to somewhere in between his shoulder and my hand here like this. So even if I get caught off guard, let's say I go here, he starts passing here, look how I can exchange my feet and put it where I want it to start then squaring myself back up to start trying to find some offense here. So what this drill actually looks like, guys, and this will really make you almost get excited to fight a spazzy guard passer. I control the lapel, both hands to start on it. I'm just gonna get my feet to the actual lapel here, and I'm gonna tell Doi to pass. But there's two connections that I want you guys to play with. If he passes away from the lapel that we control, I'm gonna take my left hand, same side that he's passing to, I'm gonna control his pants right here. I'm gonna exchange my left foot for my right foot, bring my foot to the other side, square myself back up. I'm gonna put in a deli hiba hook and immediately off balance my partner, and I sit up. Now, giving you guys a quick little walkthrough, step forward, quick little walkthrough here when it comes to setting up the worm guard. I sit up and I take my left arm, I go elbow joint deep. So my elbow joint is actually right behind his knee. I feed the lapel here. Now, my favorite lapel worm guard from this position is a reverse Stella worm. So I take my right hand between my thigh and his shin, and I rotate to the inside, and I feed the grip. And then from here, we have very strong back takes, a lot of crazy fun offense from this position. If my partner passes the other way, I want you guys to look to set up the lapel de plata and just feed the grip. Now with the lapel de plata, it quickly goes into squid guard, quickly goes into the lapel zombie, which has a lot of crazy strong submissions from there. But my feet again are here. He tries to pass this way. I let go with my right hand, underhooking this leg here. Now, if he's controlling my ankle, not a big deal. My left foot is gonna go into the lapel. And look how I shoot my foot past his hip and I feed the lapel over his leg here like this. Now I have the option of either penduluming my leg, squaring up for squid guard, or I could play all the way through to play for lapel de plata, or go for the lapel zombie and attack my partner's leg, looking for the submission. So where this actual drill is gonna come into play and what it looks like, go ahead and take a step back, is that I'm gonna have this lapel, my feet are gonna be on the lapel here, and I'm just gonna tell Dory to try to pass. So go, and I'm gonna prevent the pass. He's gonna try to work, push the feet down, maybe push the feet up, and then I'm gonna find an opportunity to connect to a lapel guard. This is a win. I'm trying to develop the skill of getting the lapel, retaining, connecting to a guard. So then, you go again. So I get my feet to the lapel, he's gonna try to pass, he's gonna go crazy, really side to side, maybe he tries to pass the other way now, yes, look, I get the pant grip, my left hand grabs the pants, exchange my feet, deli hiva, off balance, sit up, and connect to my guard, and I stop here. You guys have to understand, this is like getting a huge power boost when you get here. This is very easy to finish, very easy to work. But the skill that we really want to develop to get really confident and almost excited to go up against somebody who's really spazzy is that we really need to get a good understanding of how to retain with the lapel and then connect to that offense. If you guys want extra help outside of this video, you've already played through it a little bit, consider checking out our lapel guard syndicate group in the link down below. It's going to be a school group to where we actually review each other's film. I come along beside you to be your step coach to help take your jiu-jitsu to the next level. If you're looking for like a lapel guard that's a bit different from what you've seen within the current or past meta, and you want a more submission-based lapel game, consider my lapel guard instructional in the link down below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave some comments that are not weird towards our good friend Dory here.